For 60 years, we've been listening. We've pointed our giant radio ears at the stars, hoping for a hello, a signal, a song, or even a simple "we are here." But the universe has remained stubbornly, hauntingly silent. But what if the great silence isn't because we're alone? And what if it's not because they're hiding? What if the reason we haven't heard from extraterrestrial civilizations is much more somber? What if the galaxy isn't a crowded club of active civilizations, but a vast, silent graveyard? Today, we are moving beyond classical SETI into the world of Necro-seti. We aren't looking for a phone call anymore. We're looking for the ruins, the wreckage, and the chemical ghosts of civilizations that perished long before humans ever learned to walk upright. Welcome to the archaeology of the cosmos. Since the mid-20th century, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence has relied on one big assumption: synchronization. We assumed that for us to find aliens, they had to be alive right now, at the exact same time as us, and they had to be broadcasting. But look at the numbers. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Human radio technology, it's barely a century old. In the grand timeline of the cosmos, the odds of two civilizations overlapping at the same technological level are statistically minute. This is why scientists are shifting the paradigm. If the great filter, the barrier that prevents life from becoming an enduring galactic civilization, lies in our future, then the Milky Way should be littered with the debris of those who failed to pass it. We are no longer just looking for signals. We are looking for necro-signatures. To understand why we are looking for ruins, we have to look at the math. In the traditional Drake equation, the number of civilizations we can find depends on L, the lifetime of a civilization's broadcast. For humans, this window might only be a few hundred years before we switch to technologies we can't even imagine yet. But Necro-seti introduces a new variable: the lifetime of an artifact. Think about it. A radio signal passes by in a second. But industrial pollutants can stay in a planet's atmosphere for 100,000 years. A Dyson swarm, a massive shell of energy collectors around a star, could leave debris that persists for 1 billion years. By searching for the dead instead of the living, we increase our chances of finding something by a factor of 1,000,000. The ghosts are statistically much easier to find than the people. So, what does a dead civilization look like? Let's talk about Dyson swarms. If a civilization builds a massive swarm of satellites to harvest a star's energy, they have to constantly maintain it. Once that civilization goes extinct, the station keeping stops, gravity takes over. Over thousands of years, these billions of satellites will collide, grinding each other into a massive, chaotic cloud of technological dust. This wouldn't look like a planet. It would cause the star to dim erratically and produce an anomalous infrared glow. We thought we found this with Tabby's star. While that turned out to be natural dust, it gave us the blueprint for what to look for: processed alloys and refined metals floating in the void, the literal scrap metal of a fallen empire. Sometimes, in 2017, we saw Oumuamua, a strange needle-shaped object that accelerated without a tail. But now the debate has been reignited by the discovery of 3I ATIOS. This is the third interstellar object ever detected. While mainstream views suggest it's just a carbon-rich comet, its highly precise, collimated jets are unusual. Is it a natural rock or a dark comet? Piece of derelict propulsion technology masquerading as a comet. Projects like the Galileo project are now preparing missions to intercept objects like these, hoping to get a close-up photo of what might be a billion-year-old probe. Perhaps the most haunting, though, is found in the air of distant planets. Using the James Webb Space Telescope, the chemicals we use in refrigeration. On a planet orbiting a red dwarf star, these chemicals can last for 100,000 years. If we find CFCs on a planet that shows no other signs of life, we might be looking at the smog of a dead industrial world. And then there's the nuclear tombstone. Some scientists suggest that advanced civilizations might dump their nuclear waste into their own sun. We've already seen a strange candidate, Przybylski's star. It contains elements like plutonium and americium that should not exist naturally in a star. Is it a celestial garbage can for a society that ran out of room for its waste? The shift to Necro-seti isn't a pessimistic one. It's an acknowledgement that the universe is vast, ancient, and dangerous. By studying these echoes of extinction, we aren't just looking for aliens. We are looking at our own potential futures. Each ruin we find is a lesson in how a civilization fails and perhaps a guide on how we might survive. The sky isn't empty. It's an archaeological site. And we are just beginning to dig. If we found a derelict alien probe in our solar system tomorrow, would it change the way you live your life? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to keep exploring the frontiers of the cosmos, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep looking up.